We are on the CiMPLE Journey, how someone with no experience gets to simple, and we are now talking about smart contracts before we talk about Ethereum, because there's this basic idea of programming that is really important to understand before you understand what Ethereum is. And so this idea is if this, then that. Before I go into that real quick, if you like the content, please hit the like button. Please subscribe so that you can be notified when we make future content and replace this video with a better one. Please comment if there's anything in here that doesn't make sense, because we will be redoing these videos in a better way. So please comment, and we will make sure that the next version of the video pre-addresses any concerns that you have. And thank you for making it better. Let's get into this idea of if this, then that, right? So here's an example. Save my Instagram photos to Dropbox. So what would that mean? If I post to Instagram, then take the Instagram post and save that photo in my Dropbox, right? If this occurs, this event occurs, then do something, right? And that is the very, very basic essence of what a smart contract is. It is written in code. So let's go back to this distributed ledger idea, okay? And let's pretend that instead of saying this person has a balance, it is this is code that exists. And then there's so many copies of the code that exists that you can't fake that, you can't spoof that. The other thing to point out, and it wasn't quite as necessary in understanding all of that, but it does help you understand security mechanisms a little bit better, that when a block, they call it a blockchain, and the reason for that is that the next block is based on the previous series of blocks, and there's a mechanism to tie the blocks together in the proper order. And so once this code is there and then it's verified by enough other contracts, then you couldn't even come in with a spoof thing later to try to change that. You know, the previous block got recorded, and there's consensus enough block producers that that's a valid block, that you just cannot change it. So once this code exists, once you have a set of rules that is written in code that says if this, then that, once you have that set up, nobody can change it. So that creates unstoppable applications where people can create a digital application, put it out into a blockchain, and there is absolutely nothing anyone can do other than one of these 51% attacks, right, to change that, right? It exists unchanged, right? So that is the basic concept of if this, then that, and that is what is applied in smart contracts. Smart contracts are basically just a series of things that say if this, then that. It's a bit more complicated because it's written in code, but basic idea is you define the things if this, then that. So for example, we're going to get into banking, and it will say rules like if the user has $100,000 worth of Ethereum, then the user can borrow up to a maximum of 80,000 DAI, right? If, then that, right? That's what's being used in these smart contracts, okay? So let's talk about Ethereum. And again, like, subscribe, and comment.